Hello, hello. Welcome to class. Welcome to I Jump Instead. Today is Monday, but it could be any day of the week for you. We're going to do a 25-minute rebounding class today where we're going to focus on flexibility and strength. It's so easy to make our bodies flexible and strong when we are on top of a floating resistance mat. It's so genius. I absolutely am obsessed with it because of how easy it is. Carol Kuhn Truman wrote a book in 1982 called Looking Good, Feeling Great, and she has this lighthearted attitude about how easy rebounding is. And so we are all here, obviously, using this tool to build our bodies, to strengthen our bodies, and to make our bodies more flexible and healthy. And we are all so lucky because of it. And so I can't wait to get into this class today. I just want you to know that I'm using the Cellar Sizer Rebounder. I started on this rebounder when I started jumping instead, and I never considered getting a second rebounder because this was just such a fabulous rebounder, and it has this wonderful handlebar. They do have two versions of this rebounder, so the one version has a narrower handlebar, and then this version has the wider, and both are fantastic. One of them is out of stock right now, but depending on when you view this video, they might both be back in stock. But the trifold with the narrow handlebar is in stock right now, and so this rebounder will last you a lifetime. I just have to tell you about it in every one of these daily classes, because it's one of those things where once you get it, you don't have to think about replacing your rebounder ever, or your mat stretching out, or your springs or bungee stretching out, because this is built to last, and it will support you, and it will give you really incredible results. And so I just want you to know about this rebounder. You can find it on our website, ijumpinstead.com. I don't bounce with shoes at home, but you are welcome to bounce with shoes. I like bouncing with shoes when I'm camping and stuff, and it feels good to have that, extra support. And so do what works best for you. Our bounce speed might be a little bit different just because this Cellar Sizer Rebounder does have a nice firm supportive bounce that is a little bit quicker than, for example, a bungee looser mat bounce. And so if you are going at a slower speed, no worries, just work with your rebounder, because it's this up and down massage that is working the magic inside of our bodies. And so are we ready to get started on this daily class? Let's go ahead and get going. We are going to start by closing our mouths, because nose breathing is the proper way to breathe. And so if you need to blow your nose, that's always a good thing to do to start off class right. And then we get into a position on our rebounder that feels balanced and it feels natural and normal, standing position. And then we stand up tall, and we have our handlebar here to keep us balanced, but also to just help us to stand even taller. I like to really stretch the spine out, flatten my feet, and then let the rebounder do its magic, work its magic in my body. And so let's go ahead and just relax in this natural standing position and bounce while the rebounder works through the heels and through the balls of the feet. So feel that connection as you just gently nose breathe and feel your whole body massaging. Let's go ahead and open, and I sometimes close my eyes. You can close your eyes if you feel safe to do so, because you've got your handlebar, but if you need to keep your eyes open, please be safe and just keep your eyes open. Let's go ahead and open our jaw muscles and just open our mouths open. And then smile for me, and then open again. And smile, and then let's do some kisses, and lift your chin up high, and then relax. Let's go ahead and tilt our head gently to the side and stretch your neck very gently, and then tilt your head to the other side. And now let's tilt the head down. Beautiful. And then come back up and look over your right shoulder. Very gently and slowly, just look over, and then come back and look over your other shoulder. Perfect. Let's go ahead and do 3 slow blinks. And let's stick our tongue out. Take one hand and pull your earlobe. Take two fingers and rub up and down the sides of your ears. Switch hands, squeeze and pull your earlobe. Take your fingers and rub up and down. And relax. Let's go ahead and take one hand and we're going to rub the forearm. Rub the other forearm. Feel that heat? That feels really good. This is just a great way to enhance health in the body. Let's go ahead and rotate our hands around the wrist. And then the other wrist. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take one hand off of the handlebar. Find yourself in a position away from your handlebar so that you feel free to twist. And we're going to stand tall, hold the handlebar, and gently twist. Feel your heels really supporting you in your posture. And then hold yourself up high. Make some space between your shoulder and your chin. Let's twist to the other side. And then let's do this one more time. Just be very fluid and loose in excellent posture. Use your handlebar to help you twist farther. Breathing very calmly. Excellent. Let's go ahead and lift our hand up here and tilt over. Just a very easy side bend. Feet are very grounded. And reach up and down. And let's do the other side. Perfect, easy hip stretch. Come back up. This time, let's do the other side again, and let's use our wrist and stretch and strengthen our wrist. So just bend your hand, come up over, bend your wrist, even do some wrist circles, and then let's come back down. We're really working through the whole back, the shoulder, especially when your feet really ground into your mat and you use your handlebar to stand upright. You feel so much stretching happening in your whole body. Perfect. Relax. Ooh, wow, excellent. Let's take one hand and put it behind the head. Push into your hand and feel your shoulder stretching. And then let's twist open so our bent arm is behind us. Stand up tall here. Wow. And then come back to center and drop. The littlest movements on top of the rebounder stretch the body incredibly. It's wonderful. Go ahead and open up here. Come back to center. Hold here. And relax. Take one hand, the other hand off and put it over the nostril. One nostril. Inhale. Exhale. Just relax and meditate. Let's switch nostrils. Inhale. Exhale. Let's take this same hand and bring it up to the top diagonal here. And we're going to do 3 long breaths on each side. If you've done them before, let's go ahead and do it. It's just an exhale at the bottom of the reach. 3, 2, 1. So just a forced exhale. Let's do 3 more on this side. 3, 2, 1. You kind of have to work with your bounce, and so just exhale right at the bottom of the bounce. Let's go ahead and do a cat-cow. So we're going to lift our shoulders up and roll them forward and hold this hunch here. And then we're going to lift our shoulders up with our hands on the handlebar and open up our chest. And then we're going to lift up again and hold a cat. So this is the cat. Yep. And then we're going to roll back and hold the cow. Perfect. And then we're going to lift up and relax. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do some calf stretches. And so we're just going to lift up and stretch the ankles one at a time. Little calf pumps, no bouncing. Beautiful. 2 more. Last one. Now let's do some hips. So lean into your hips one at a time or side to side. calmly breathe and relax. We're standing up tall, being in our bodies. Beautiful. Last one. Let's bend right down into a baby squat and come up and give yourself a glute squeeze, 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 squeeze. Down, connect to your flat feet and squeeze. Feel the symmetry in your leg muscles helping you, supporting you. Down and squeeze. Last one. Down and squeeze. And let's bounce. Excellent. And now we're gonna do some walking into our resistance mat. So we're gonna walk at any pace that we desire here, where we just breathe and feel our legs being nice and strong, strengthening our knees and ankles. So if you wanna move a little bit faster, you just can lower a little bit more and keep your upper body still and just work back and forth. But slow and steady wins the race too. We just want to feel our bodies and go with our flow. Let's go ahead and point our toes outward here. And really feel how your full foot pushes down into the mat and it goes from the balls of your feet down to your heels very subtly. Let's come back to parallel and come in pigeon toe. Beautiful. Excellent. And let's bounce, health bounce here and relax. Let's go ahead and try one leg bouncing. So we're going to put our foot right into the middle of the mat, and then we're going to slowly lift this foot up. If you want to keep your toes here on the mat, you can do that. I want you to have a strong leg here, and I want you to lift up and bounce on one leg as long as it feels good, and then drop. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So feel balanced here. Lift up, bouncing on one leg. Fantastic. Let's do one more on each side. Bounce and lift and drop. Perfect. Bounce and lift and drop. So we're going to go ahead and stop bouncing, and we're going to take one leg and we're going to point it out to the side, down diagonal, and we're going to do some ankle rotations. If you feel frisky, you can go ahead and bounce here a little bit. You got to have a nice strong leg. So rotate your ankle around both directions, and then give me a nice deep pointed toe, and then come back to center. Let's switch sides again. You don't have to bounce. You can just stand and balance and rotate your ankle. Bouncing is very easy. We can always use our handlebar and then go ahead and rotate your ankle around the other way. Give me one big pointed toe, flex, squeeze, excellent. Feels so good. And come back perfectly. Let's go ahead and bounce a little bit more, trophies. I want us to get into our health bounce groove here, okay? And so we're just gonna bounce a little bit higher. Perfect. And then I want us to let go and reach down to a down diagonal point and let those arms squeeze and flex as we health bounce with good balance here and hold. I want you to have tight fingers. I want you to feel all the way through your arms. I want your arms to be squeezed into your sides so your triceps squeeze into your lats. And if it feels good to reach your arms back a little bit, you feel more activation, go ahead and do that. Perfect. If you need to have one hand on the handlebar, absolutely do that. And you can just switch one at a time. Perfect. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and take our fingers and we're going to put them on our shoulders. And then we're going to squeeze our shoulders here and then open up. Squeeze the shoulders with the fingertips. Open up. Keep those arms squeezed and tight into your sides. Squeeze and open. Last one. Squeeze and open. I'm going to have us do some jump roping here. So we're going to rotate our hands around. And now we can go with our bounce, which would look more like this. if we are feeling frisky and we want to just throw that rope underneath our feet, but we can also just rotate our arms in circles as we bounce. If you need to have one hand on your handlebar, absolutely. So just feel yourself sculpting and strengthening your full body while you're in this up and down resistance release, massage and strengthening movement that pumps the lymphatic system and keeps us healthy inside and out. Perfect. Excellent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to put our hands in prayer. Now I want you to notice that your arms are feeling so strong. You're activated. So when you push in prayer here, don't do 90 degrees, do more 45. Push through your palms. Do you feel your lower back engage? Excellent. Feel your core being strong as well. Push here. Your pecs are getting stronger, chest muscles, arms, core and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now release your push and just do some wrist circles here. You can go inward at first, towards you, and then let's rotate around and go the other way. I love my little piano fingers here. Wonderful way to stretch and strengthen the wrists, fingers, and keep those hands nice and healthy. Let's go ahead and put our hands now on our waist and hold power pose here. This is a very deep wrist stretch. So if you need to hold light or lower your hands, whatever feels most comfortable for you, I just like to have light hands here. And then I squeeze my arms through my shoulders, down to my elbows and around. Squeeze here and hold a power pose with a strong core and relaxed eye muscles. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Put those hands on the handlebar, and we're gonna just do a little bit more leg strengthening, and this time we're gonna be doing squat bounce instead of squat walking. So now we're bouncing with more of an intentional lower body pushing. So instead of stand bouncing, right, we're bending down with a little bit of a still upper body and bobbing the legs. And then this takes core strength. We want to make sure that we come in and keep the core strong. And then we find a position for our hips that feels good for our back. So we can tuck under, or we can stick it out, stick our bum out, or we can switch back and forth and keep that core strong. And just notice how our legs are feeling and our back is feeling. You're strengthening no matter what you're doing. So if you explore, let your body flow, don't overthink it, then you're getting your benefits. Don't worry too much about perfect form. Unless you're having pain, then you need to adjust and find yourself in a position that feels good for you. So go ahead and hold here for 20 more seconds as you're feeling strong, and just keep bouncing and use your handlebar. That's what I love about the handlebar. We can hold stiller, more still, and then we can stick our bum out, tuck under, and be very safe and balanced. 7 more seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and health bounce, relax. So you can bring the feet together a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and take a seat and do some sit bouncing. So when you're ready, let's step off of our rebounders. I'm gonna twist my rebounder here and sit down. I like to sit between my handlebar or to have one foot around each side of the handlebar. Both are excellent. And then we can decide where we're at with our sit bouncing journey. If you want to just do some rocking, you can rock and lean back and strengthen your core. You can lift one leg at a time, and then you can also lift both legs at a time. And you can have your hands on the handlebar, or you can have your hands behind you on the mat. Make sure you keep your hands loose so that you don't put too much weight into your wrists. If we're bouncing here, then, which we all should try at least for a little bit, see how our backs feel. If we're bouncing, then we can start bouncing and rocking back and holding our handlebar or putting our hands on the mat here so that we can strengthen our core. So we can lift our legs up one at a time or both at a time, and then we can hold our legs up if our core is feeling nice and strong. And now we can just breathe and relax. Whatever way you're sit bouncing right now, let's go ahead and just take a moment to relax and feel our body strengthening and healing in this sit bouncing motion, or just sit rocking. 25 more seconds. So I will show you that if you are sit bouncing, you can put your heel up on the rim of the rebounder and make it easy for you. Always do what you can do, because then the rebounder resistance mat will add the strengthening. So you do what you can and then let the rebounder take you to the next level with the bouncing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Come back up. Perfect. We are going to lay bounce for just a couple minutes here. So I'm going to have you lay bounce with, or lay down on your rebounder with me. And so that's going to look like this, laying down and putting our hands behind our head. And then we're going to either bounce if we already know how to bounce here, or we're just going to do some leg taps and we're going to strengthen our core muscles. If you want to have more resistance, you can go ahead and do double legs. Otherwise, let's bounce here, and we want to lift our head up, lift our chin up just a hair, and then we want to be in this momentum where we can let our, not only let the spine decompress in this horizontal position, but also strengthen our core and our back. We're also strengthening underneath our chin, and we're strengthening our neck muscles and jaw muscles. So if you don't need to hold your head up, go ahead and let go. You can lay your arms right here on the sides of you, and then you can just bounce and relax as the rebounder totally strengthens your core muscles, relieves your spine, and takes care of your full body in all of these wonderful positions on the rebounder. If you're still just doing leg taps, fantastic, keep it up. We've got 30 more seconds. Anytime your neck hurts or neck gets worked, just put your hands behind your head, give it a break. You can put your hands on the rim of your rebounder here. You can put your hands above, next to your head on the rim of the rebounder here. Perfect. We're gonna all stop, and we're gonna point our toes up, and we're gonna bring our heels together so our legs are connected, and we're gonna point our toes, and then we're gonna flex our feet, pulling our toes back, and then we're gonna point the toes up again. See if you can come down into a quad flex squeeze, and then pull the toes back. Excellent. And then bend the knees here, reach up with both hands and give each of your toes a squeeze. Perfect. I know this is working us. Can we reach up and grab the bottoms of our feet? If not, just grab your knees. See if you can give yourself a little bit of a straddle so you can stretch your inner thighs. Otherwise, you can grab underneath your feet and do a little, what is this called? Happy baby. Pull it down. 3, 2, 1. And then let's go ahead and relax and stand back up slowly and safely, holding our handlebar, coming up. Perfect. And now we'll just relax. Let's go ahead and do some humming. We're just going to inhale and do a few notes while we let the vibration work through our entire body, and we just relax our eye muscles and feel that vibration. 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more note. Inhale. Perfect. Let's go ahead and do A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U. Mwah, kiss. Mwah, mwah. Perfect. Now relax your body, stand up tall, feel your feet grounded, feel your spine going up and down. Let's go ahead and do one more twisting. So if you need to widen your stance and step back just a little bit, let's go ahead and just do one last twist all the way back, feeling nice and flexible and stretched out. See if you can reach back a little bit farther than last time. One more twist all the way to the side. Perfect. And come back. And just to end class, let's squeeze each of our fingertips. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Perfect. Excellent. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Perfect. Excellent. If you ever have any tightness in your neck just from stress or computer work, a really good way to relax your neck, which we can all do together, is to just health bounce, baby bounce, while you reach up and massage your neck. So let's go ahead and just do that here just to finish off. We've got just another minute. Stretch and stretch and stretch. I mean, massage, 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 which you are stretching your body. And you can always work into your massage by reaching your head around and stretching. And you can reach over too, and you can rub your shoulders, you can rub your traps. Beautiful, coming back around the other way. And then let's switch arms and massage and push. Reflexology, working its magic. Coming all the way around the back. Perfect. Excellent. Easy done. Stretching, strengthening while we're massaging. Excellent. Let's go ahead and drop our hands back down and class is over. Thank you so much for joining me. Wow, right? Wow, I feel like I just got a massage. I feel so strong and good. And I want you to know that these classes are exactly what I would do, even as someone that's been rebounding for a longer time, maybe than some of you. Some of you maybe have been rebounding longer than me, but I do these exact same moves on my own when I wake up in the morning to open up my body. So this is not a beginner's class. This is an everybody class. This is a way to wake up the body and to stretch and strengthen and massage. So I'm so glad that you're here with me committing to these daily workouts. If this is your first workout with I Jump Instead, we do these daily and we want you to get into these classes every single day and watch what happens. We're getting comments every single day that are saying people are experiencing weight loss after a few sessions. They're feeling better immediately after one class, just feeling better, and results are happening all over the world. And so these classes are perfect to just commit to get to each day. We do love you getting to the class as soon as you can in the day, just to warm up your body and start the day off right. But if you can't get to the class until the end of the day, that's fine too. What a wonderful way to move your body before you go to sleep at night. So thank you so much again for being here. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow in this same class, same time, if you are on your same schedule. Otherwise, we'll see you when you can get to the class, okay? We love a thumbs up so that we can promote and spread the message to the rest of the world. So thank you so much for those thumbs ups and also comment below your checkmark accountability with your name, and so we can see that you're committing daily and that you are getting in your classes. And so we love to see you checking in with your accountability comments. So thank you so much for that. I'll see you tomorrow. Lots of love. Have a trophy day. Bye-bye.